Hey y'all, look, I'm back here in the dungeon. I'm not even gonna waste y'all time with no intro. Y'all already know what time it is. Top 10 albums of 2019. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. It was hard for me to pick just 10. I ran to the same dilemma last year, but yeah, instead of me having 10, I actually got 12 favorite albums from 2019. So yeah, without further ado, we finna get into it. Top 10 albums slash 12. Let's go.
I came, I saw, I conquered. I shot you down. Now your brain don't have no conscience.
Coming in at number 12 on the list, we have NBA Youngboy with AI Youngboy 2. Yes, I like this album a lot. Coming into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, first of all, this is a big thing for NBA Youngboy, and then me being an NBA Youngboy fan. First of all, this is like the only project that this dude dropped all year. Last year, this man dropped by like 5 projects, and this is only project of the year. And you know what? I think it might be one of his best projects, to keep it real with y'all. Like, I like most of this album. I feel like towards the end, you know what I'm saying, it I feel like it kind of drags on a bit. Like, he got like 22 songs on this CD, but I feel like after a while, I do feel like the album begins to drag a little bit, but at the same time, I can't deny like the replay value of this. I've gone back to this album a lot of times, so that's pretty much the reason why it's number 12. Like, I just like NBA Youngboy, and it's just hard. It's hard for him to do wrong in my eyes. So yeah, number 12, NBA Youngboy, AI Youngboy 2. Coming in at number 11. Oh man, we got Tyler Creator's Igor. Now, the thing about this album, like, it was hard for me to lead it. It was hard for me to lead this album out. Now, the thing about it is, like, it's how can I put it? It's one of the best albums of the year. I return to it a lot, but not as much as these other albums that's actually on the list. This is, when it comes to production, I feel like this is one of Tyler Creator. I feel like between this and Flower Boy, like, this is one of his best produced albums. Now this album did kind of throw me off at the same time because it's not a rap album, but I like it for whatever the hell it is. And it really did deserve that Grammy nomination, even though it should be nominated for Album of the Year instead of Rap Album of the Year. I don't know how the Grammys messed that up. I don't know how they messed that up, but yeah, this is a great album. And I pretty much, like, I enjoy the hell out of this album. It flows like you can't really box this in. I don't even know what the hell kind of genre this is. Tyler Creator showed the hell out when it came to production and all that stuff. But pretty much, man, like, if you came into that album like listening to it for rap or whatever, like, you would have been highly disappointed. But as far as like production and everything else, like, this is one of the most, I ain't even gonna lie, this is one of the most beautiful albums I've heard all year. So yeah. Number 11, Tyler Creator's Igor. Coming in at number 10, we got Young Thug, So Much Fun. Listen, look, first of all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I feel like this is Thug's best project since The Barter 6. Jeffrey is a strong contender. But to me, this is Thug's best project, and even the numbers show it. Like, this is his highest selling project. This is like the project that actually got songs and stuff on the radio and all that junk, man. Like, this Young Thug, this project actually helped Young Thug, you know what I'm saying, take that jump that he's been needing for the longest, as far as like when it comes to streams and all this stuff. Cause I feel like when it comes to like his music, like I feel like he's original. Like, nobody sounds like him, and it's crazy. Like, Young Thug to me got so many like clones that came from like the Young Thug tree, and they just pretty much outshine him when it comes to like sales and stuff. But I feel like musically he's better than like a lot of his clones. It's just the sales and shit just don't show it. But this album right here, So Much Fun, this might be his best project to date, bro. I ain't even finna lie to y'all. So yeah, he really just showed out and stuff. And then I like how, you know, like, J. Cole is pretty much the executive producer. during the video when I got that term mixed up, executive producer, I was thinking like J. Cole produced the whole damn thing, but that ain't the case. Pretty much, man, it's like, I don't know, it's like with this album, he took his time with it. This actually sounds like well curated and all that junk. Like this sounds like an actual Young Thug album. The other projects to me sounded more like mixtapes than albums. So yeah. Number 10, Young Thug, So Much Fun. Coming in at number 9, we have Wale's Wild. That's crazy. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Wale has been, I ain't gonna say he been on like my shit list, but it's like the past couple projects that this man has dropped, I have not really been messing with. Now, he got mixtapes here and there, you know what I'm saying? That they be straight, but for the most part, like, this project, wow, that's crazy. To me, this has got to be his best project since the album About Nothing. The album About Nothing, that's the one with the Seinfeld shit. That one dropped back in what, 2015. Yes, to me, this is his best project since that album. He dives into so much on this. Like, I feel like first of all, you talk about like his depression and stuff, pretty much the stuff that he been going through, far as like, you know what I'm saying, dealing with things as a musician and stuff. And I pretty much like how he broke down like how anxiety and depression like affects him. This is probably the most vulnerable that I've seen Wale on a project ever. Coming in at number 8, we got Childish Major with Dirt Road Diamond. Dirt Road Diamond, to me, how can I put this? Childish Major is a very underrated artist. Like, first of all, when I first heard him do it, I ain't even know like he was a rapper. I knew Childish Major's the producer first. So he's been produced. I knew him producing before anything. And I feel like that's one of the reasons he don't get his rapping credits. But at the same time, I feel like the track that he's on now, like if you listen to this album, listen to the last album, like you can definitely hear the talent that dude got, man. Like from production, and I'm pretty sure he produced every song on this album. Dude is great, very underrated, and I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if he was the next artist or some shit that gets signed to Dreamville. I'm dead ass when I say that every time. Coming in at number 7, we got Ari Lennox with Shea Butter Baby. First of all, I think, man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. This probably my R&B album of the year. Like this is one of my favorite albums of the year, man. I hate she lost to Lizzo for the Soul album of the year, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna give you credit where it's due. This is a good ass album. Far as like, you know what I'm saying, just it reminds me of like SZA's Control. And just like this entire year she's had, like she done been on a little spree with just features and stuff. It's just like her whole little run and just everything just kind of remind me of like what SZA did back in 2017 with Control. Far as this album, I feel like it touched on the same subjects too. Far as like, you know what I'm saying, female, like far as like women being like comfortable with themselves, women being just free, women just having freedom, sexual freedom. It's just a free ass feminist album, and I like it for what it is. Coming in at number 6, we got Solange's album When I Get Home. Pretty much, man, the reason why I like this album, man, I just love the overall vibe of it. Like this year for spring break, like me and my girl, we had drove to like Florida or whatever. And we pretty much bumped this whole album like the whole way. It's such a vibe. It's such a vibe. And I feel like with this album I feel like she did a lot more with this album than she did with the last, but at the same time I feel like that album was a lot more serious than this one. Because this one I feel like she had fun making this album. From the joint with Playboy Cardi, Imelda, from the song Stay Flow, even the song with Gucci, man. It just sounds like a fun, moody album, and I can vibe with that. So yeah, number 6, Solange, When I Get Home. Coming in at number 5, we got Freddie Gibbs and Madlib with Bandana. Look, this album right here, like I've become a real Freddie Gibbs fan over the past feel like I became a Freddie Gibbs fan over the past 2 months. Like I've legit been listening to this dude non-stop, and I've been kind of flipping between Bandana and Pinata. Main reason why I like Bandana, to me, is like, I ain't gonna say it's Pinata Part 2, but it's like I feel like it's a more toned down, more mature version of Pinata, and I like it. Production on here, man, Madlib did his damn thing. The lyrics on here, fire. Freddie Gibbs, bro, like he's one of them people that don't get talked about a lot, and I feel like in the coming years, especially like in the newer decade, he gonna be one of them people that get talked about a lot. Then I ain't even know, like, you know what I'm saying, dudes like 37, like, you never know shit. Freddie Gibbs might have the damn 2 Chainz effect, and he be on them everybody's song. But yeah, dude go hard, and like this album, it's just all, I just like it. It's gangster as hell, but at the same time, it's like the beats on it is like kind of, the production on here is so like old school and stuff, and I just love like the little sample flips and shit that Madlib do. Like Madlib is very underrated when it comes to producing, and I really hope he gets his credit come going into the new decade. So yeah, number 5, Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, Bandana. Coming in at number 4, we got Maxo Cream with Brandon Banks. Now, Brandon Banks, I'm gonna be straight up, bro. This is one of the hardest projects of the year. From production, from lyrics, everything on this project, even the damn feet, nigga. This is one of the projects where I feel like every single feature on here was fire. Every single feature on here was fire. Maxo Cream, like I don't skip songs on this. To me, this is a great album. It does get repetitive at times, but at the same time, I like it for what it is. It's chaotic. It's pretty much chaotic ass trap music. The shit he be rapping about, like he be listen to Brandon Banks, bro. It's the reason why this album is number 4. Like, man. After I got done listening to Brandon Banks, I went back and I listened to every single album in this man's catalog because of this. This is number 4. That nigga hard. I really hope it come 2020, Maxo Cream blow up the way he's supposed to. Coming in at number 3, we got Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. Bruh, what more can I really say about this project? When I first heard it, when I first did the reaction video for this project, I gave this junk a 10. That should tell you. But it's not perfect, but I like it for what it is, and I feel like this is one. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This is one of the best compilation projects that I've heard in life, and I'm so serious when I say that. I'm so serious when I say that. I don't really skip songs on here. I really don't skip songs on here, and to have so many styles on here, and to just make that shit just mesh the way it did, and to just make it work. I love it, and this album really does deserve that. To me, this album really does deserve that Rap Album of the Year nomination at the Grammys. They did their thing on this. I can't deny that. So yeah, number 3, Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. Coming in at number 2, we got Mr. IDK with Is He Real. Now, I ain't even gonna lie. When I first listened to this CD, I felt like this CD, when it came to like the concept and stuff, I feel like he didn't really touch on the whole concept far as like is he real, far as like is God real at first, but I had to listen to it more deep. He doesn't really explain the concept of like is he real, but I just like the way he kind of like puts you in the different. I like the songs on here because it's like the different songs he used on here. They put you in a situation that makes you question whether God is real or not. And I just like the whole dynamic of the album. The album is short as hell, but within these 11 or 12 songs, I feel like he did his thing. From production, from lyrics, like even the all the features on here, like he pretty much body, man. Like everything on this album is just hard. And IDK is very underrated. IDK is very underrated. Man, I really hope this dude blows up in the next decade. Cause the last project he dropped before this, the I Was Very Bad joint. Man, I really hope this dude get his just due in 2020, bro. And please, if you haven't heard Is He Real, please give this shit a listen. Alright, coming in at number 1. JPEG Mafia, All My Heroes Are Cornballs. Man, look, this gotta be one of the most confusing albums I've ever heard in life. And that is why I like it. It challenges me. It challenges me to like, I don't know, bro. This album is a challenge because it's like, it's so different. It's so different from the sounds that I've heard in the past. I feel like JPEG Mafia as an artist, like when it comes to hip hop, he just takes the rules of hip hop. He just throw all that shit out the window. He gonna do what the hell he wanna do. From production to lyrics to just everything, bro. This man here is just, he gonna do his own thing regardless. And I really feel like, his sound is just original. Like he remind me of ODB simply because of like just the way ODB, how he rapped and stuff. It was like ODB was like his own animal and he just did his own thing. And JPEG Mafia sort of in that same realm. From production to lyrics, just everything. Like this dude is in a lane of his own, and this album. The album that dropped this year, man, it's just, to me, it's just amazing because it's like, how can you, my whole thing is, how can you, I know you produced it, but it's like, who in the hell tries to rap over production like this? That's talent. I'm sorry, that is talent. And the way he just flipped beats and just like, just rap over beat switches, I ain't never seen nothing like it. This album is unique as hell compared to like the albums on the list. And that's pretty much why it's my number 1. JPEG Mafia, All My Heroes Are Cornballs. My favorite album of 2019. That's it. So yeah. Let me know how y'all feel about my list in the comment section and stuff. Tell me if I was, you know what I'm saying, wrong about some things, all that stuff. And also, be sure to like drop y'all list in the comment section. I want to read y'all. I just want to see what else y'all was listening to this year. But yeah, man, for the most part, how I feel about, like, I don't know, how I feel about 2019 as musically this year, I feel like this year was pretty much, I feel like it was sort of a weak year when it comes to music. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of newer rappers came out this year. Like, the big name artists ain't really dropped no albums. Like, you know what I'm saying, Drake ain't dropped no album this year, J. Cole ain't dropped no album this year. Kendrick finna be 3 years. Oh my man, Kendrick, come on. Kendrick finna be 3 years out. Like, there ain't nobody really drop albums. Ain't nobody big really drop albums. I'm still waiting on the damn Rihanna album that ain't came yet. So yeah, but yeah, man, I feel like 2019 as a whole was like sort of a weak year, but at the same time it let like newer artists like rise up out of nowhere. So I'm cool with that. And hopefully, I don't know, hopefully 2020 be some spectacular. New decade, all that junk. So yeah. Like I said, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know how y'all feel about my list in the comment section. Be sure to comment y'all list. And also be sure to follow me on different social medias at the @ right here. And yes, big things coming in 2020. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no longer. This is T signing out once again. Peace.
Yo, this the song I wrote if I died. I was on the 50 mile doing 9-5, beating the pussy like it ain't got 9.